quick round of breath work. Turn on all the systems in the body. I'll hold the count. And exhale.
Push the knees out, come up to the hips, find neutral in the hips. Come up to the back, roll. Hands come out, bring up the neck, find neutral. I think movement is such an important part of this, not just integration, but like the journey, and we have to learn to move the vessel that we live in, right? I feel the body does best when the nervous system, which is the mind, is relaxed and feels safe. If the environment is safe, our ability to change and learn is extremely improved.
The protocol is 15 minutes sauna, 2 minutes in the water, 15 minutes sauna, 2 minutes in the water. The goal is just feeling good.
At least 5 more slow breaths, and then you can decide when you want to get out.
It does wake you up. It makes you feel good. It makes you feel like you can get ready for the day, whatever the day is going to bring on. So that part is, I guess, that's what it's all about, right?
Well, it's cold. The combination of this with the sauna is absolutely exhilarating.
Got it. I got it.
I feel like the cold water and the sauna allows people to start this state of allowance or surrendering, and in that state, after you're done, you generally feel better because you're letting old things go. And struggling and suffering is life. We're going to suffer and struggle. We might as well do it on the front side proactively than suffer on the backside when it's not our control. And I think that's the lesson here.
Okay, so how many people here think that the way that you think has some effect on your life? Yeah. Now, so if you keep thinking the same thoughts that lead to the same choices, that everything in your life will stay the same, right? Produce the same experiences, and everything in your life stays the same.
90% of our thoughts are the same thoughts that we had the day before. So it is only when you start having new thoughts, they're going to lead you to new choices. And those new choices are going to produce new actions and new behaviors.
You have to introduce new information to start this new process to become a new person. And it takes time.
The trick is to break the cycle, is to become aware, slow it down, and then make the change. And it could be in the feelings or the thoughts.
The neocortex is the thinking brain, the limbic is the doing brain, and then the cerebellum is the being. It is only until we get that information, we apply it, we personalize it, we demonstrate it, we initiate it, that's when we become.
When you step into a sustained change where you're like, this feels different, and you go, this is what's normal supposed to feel like. Until you feel it, I wouldn't know what normal is supposed to feel like survival is normal to me.
The culture takes kindness, compassion, the feminine of the masculine, feminine whole, and it diminishes the feminine side, the kindness, compassion side. So you can't deal with your family or your friends circle or other things with just getting harder when confronted with challenges. I realize now I've been driven by darkness. I'm driven by aggression, darkness, works fine for the profession, doesn't work well outside of that. And that's where the change, I wanted the change to happen. This discussion and the things you're doing is bringing that piece back up in the same way, but without the medicine.
And that's why sometimes I am overwhelmed by thinking that this is literally all the pieces and puzzles are falling into place. Thanks.
So we are going to guide you into a very first basic breathing exercise And then, without losing your state, we're going to invite you to start working on that river of change.
That was one of the most profound experiences that I've had in some time. To come outside here and especially be by the river in that late afternoon sun. I had never done a meditation quite like that before. And so it was an interesting new challenge and opportunity. I felt so humbled, so overpowered, and just in complete sort of surrender to the experience and to whatever had just transpired. And that is certainly something that I will carry back with me back east in my journeys this summer and through the rest of my life. And I just want to find more ways for other people to have that experience, because it was, I know that there will be challenges and twists and turns on the way, but knowing that that is so accessible, I don't need to take something external. It's all within me, and I can just go for a walk and feel it. So it was really, really profound.
We've been teaching this coherence of the heart and brain and resilience, and horses are a mirror of your internal state. They're really sensitive, they can really feel what's going on inside of you. So this is not only a fun experience, but it's also directly in line with the training that we've just been doing, that we just came off of.
Why this retreat was so successful was because we got the tools and the skills and the experiences, so we can use those tools right away here every morning in the sauna or in the ice bath or even on the horses. All the things that we learned in the class from Dr. Joe Dispenza, we were able to apply right then and there, and that helped create a more of a grounded foundation.
It's always great to watch your friends, your cohort growing and enjoying what they're doing and learning things that they can put to use for their betterment and to help others.
In the military community, in the veteran community, we are very tribal, and we don't necessarily feel like we belong after we get out with the rest of society, because our experiences defined us.
They need this information in order to start rebuilding their new identity, because when they leave the military, they leave their identity there and their value is there, and you can hear everywhere, thank you for your service, thank you for your service, thank you for your service. So it's like the value of a veteran is in their past, but their past is not serving them into creating their future. And that's why we are providing this information with tools, with techniques, with practices, with every single reason for them to just go forward into their future.
Veterans, they get the short end of the stick, and they don't have the proper care for their mental health and wellness. And it is our mission to help them with that. The other stuff is taken care of, but we're focusing on the mental health and wellness of our veterans, and we're going to get there, but we can't do it without your help.